What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to The Good, the Bad and the Stupid. It's Wednesday the 26th of August. Hope you're well and you're still alive. Did you survive Storm Stew Francis? That's my name for it. But how did you get on with it? It was a beast last night. It was flying around. I could hear things. I could hear things smashing. I could hear things moving around. I can imagine if anybody left their washing on the line last night, their underwear would be all over the neighbour's car, all over the neighbour's garden. So I hope you had the good ones out, not your work pants. Otherwise, it's going to be quite embarrassing asking for them back. In fact, they wouldn't even give me you back. They'd just throw them straight in the bin. They'd go, nobody should be wearing those. They deserve to go straight in the bin. They're moth-eaten. They're discoloured. They're gruesome. Nobody's going to knock on the door for them. And if they do, they're brazen as fuck. So, yeah. Anyway, I didn't, because I don't have a washing line anyway. But it was, it's pretty stormy. And we're supposed to be more of it, but it's just been dead today. There's been nothing, so maybe it'll be coming back tonight. So don't get too complacent. Don't go out in that nice new wig that you've got tonight thinking it's all over and you've been waiting, because you might just lose it still. Anyway, forget about the storm. There's going to be another invasion of. Well, there's going to be another. It's not even weather, but there's going to be something to avoid in the skies, and that's going to be killer hornets. Hordes of killer hornets are set to invade Britain. So everyone's getting uptight about the fucking immigrants. One or two immigrants coming over the fucking channel and needing somewhere to, just trying to fucking make a better life for themselves and avoid and running from war, which we've been complacent in. And also you've got hornets who are on the way now. There's thousands of them, and you can't fucking stop them coming over. Well, I don't know where you're going to stop them over, but they're coming over from France, and they're going to be glad to see the back of them. But they can kill you with one sting, and they can eat up to 60 native honeybees in one go. So these are beasts, and they're going to be coming in fucking one sting. If there's an invasion of them, you're not going to just get one sting. I'm going to have to get I'm going to have to start looking on the internet and see what repels hornets. Maybe it's my aftershave. Maybe it repels girls. I know that. If I put a spray of that all over myself, maybe the hornets won't come near me either. Got that 1970s fucking soap on a rope first, followed by the talcum powder. You know, like the old style talcum powder, brute. And then you go to the aftershave. After dab a bit of that on, and all of a sudden you smell like you could fucking unblock a drain at fucking 20 feet. But yeah, the hornets won't come near any of that, so I'll be digging out my old aftershaves and seeing where. Keep yourself safe. Anyway, so and also if you're wearing a wig, they'll fly under that and sting the shit out of your wig. Sting the shit out of your head. So you want to. I remember hearing a story once about a woman in the 50s who had that kind of 1950s beehive. It was called a beehive. It was a beehive hairstyle. And a load of bees or wasps flew into her hair. Fucking would have been apt if it was bees, but they flew into her hair, got stuck, stung her head, and she died. So that's a sad story, but it's from the 1950s, but that's fucking sad as anything. So that shit, if you're wearing big hair, look out for hornets, man, because they're coming and they're big. Anyway, and what else do they do? Do they eat fucking... eat all your vegetables? I don't think they even come to eat your vegetables, but they're coming to kill the bees. It's like a gang, isn't it? Gangster hornets, like the mafia. They're coming to eat up the honeybees. What else do they eat? They might go for your crops as well, but they're definitely coming for you. So if you're drunk, sit outside the pub with a big pint of cider. They smell that. They love that. Especially what they call it, Casamay 4X, the amber nectar. That's fucking got to be a hornet's favourite tipple, I imagine. Cider, apples. Anyway, tiny aliens are hopping from planet to planet and couldn't already be here on Earth. Aliens, my favourite topic. But aliens are hopping from planet to planet. But don't get too excited. When they're talking aliens, they're talking microbes. That ain't an alien. He might be an alien, but he's not a fucking alien. My idea of an alien is like, someone with eyes and teeth and fingers. Or like E.T. or something like that. That's an alien. Not like a little fucking thing on a bacteria dish. But they're saying it is. But anyway, they're bouncing about. They're getting flown. It's just like they do in nature. It's what happens in nature where you all the pollen comes and the wind blows it, and all the seeds get onto. Sometimes, I mean, it's how they go from around the South Pacific. I've seen it on the South Pacific. I'm not pretending to be the brainy one, but they get onto rafts or get onto things that are floating, and then they end up on another island. Like some rock crabs and all that shit get on them as well, or them big massive crabs. So the aliens are doing that. So we reckon there's some down here on Earth. But it might be like gremlins. Be like the gremlins where you accidentally pour a bit of water on something, and all of a sudden, bang! It's going to just explode into like an alien sitting on your counter, like an Alf. Remember that program, Alf? Imagine he just appeared on your counter. He started growing from a little like. Remember them things you get in fireworks where you light the top of it. It's like a little nub. And you light the top of it and it grows into a snake. A bit like that, you just like something, tip a bit of water, all of a sudden this thing just starts growing, and all of a sudden you got a fully formed Alf sitting there in his nappy, laughing and making jokes. I think it would have been great company. I'd like to have a little Alf. It was almost like a carbon copy of Different Strokes, but they used an aliens instead of Arnold. The little annoying funny man. Different Strokes. Some people are too old for Different Strokes, but it was a cursed program, but it was fucking brilliant when I was growing up. I love that. What you talking about, Willis? That's the famous catchphrase. Iggy Pop's got a cockatoo. Iggy Pop's got a cockatoo. I just wanted to say that line. Iggy Pop has got a cockatoo. Try and say that 4 or 5 times. Anyway, he's saved one. He's a patron saint of a wildlife hospital, and he's saved a bird from a parrot. From a hospital, and he's adopted it, and it's in love with him. The parrot's in love with Iggy Pop, and Iggy Pop's taking some photos of him there and kissing him. So if you thought you were going to be you're jealous of getting a kiss off Iggy Pop, it's only a parrot. Come on, don't be so fickle. If you really want, I always wonder, Iggy Pop is fucking. I wonder what his. I know he just runs around a lot. But he's always skinny. He's always got his top off, isn't he? He's always skinny. He's got a good, and he's like, must be in his 60s now. I mean, he's 73, fucking hell. He's 73. And he's like still bouncing around like he's, in his 40s or 30s. He's got some energy. I'd like to know what his secret is. It's probably drugs and drink, and a parrot, having a sexy parrot to look after. Keeps you young, a nice young parrot. Punters at Wetherspoons are moaning that have got the chips on the shoulders because the pub is running out of ketchup. And when we say ketchup, I mean the shit little sachets that has got about like a thimble worth of ketchup in there, and it doesn't even taste like proper ketchup. It tastes like just fucking sugary water. Horrible. And they're moaning because there ain't no ketchup on their £2.50 dinner. Come on, you can't have it all. Fucking hell, it ain't the Ritz. It's the Wetherspoons. It's meant to come with the smell of piss. So, you got to like take what it is. You just get like, you get the cheapest food going. I mean, if you can handle the smell of piss and you can handle the sitting around with every doll light in the area, then and there's no music, that's the place for you, the Wetherspoons, and about a fucking mile and a half to go to the toilet. And people shooting up in the toilets as well. That is the place for you. But don't get moaning because there's no fucking 10p ketchups about. Just take a bottle with you. Take it in the pocket. Anticipate. Be like Bear Grylls of the Wetherspoons world. Bear Grylls of the fucking Dole Lights lazy bastard world with no money. And you can get yourself everything you need. Take brown sauce, red sauce. Take, what else can you take down there? Take your own knife and fork if you don't like theirs. Whatever they use. I think they use proper knives and forks. Well, some people buy 1 pint. It's the cheapest pint in the land. You buy a pint for £2. Then some people then will sneak their own drink out of their bag and pour that one in their drink. They still were too tight to pay the £2. Oh, I'll tell you what. Some classy people. They're my kind of people though. Don't knock it. I'm all for saving money and charging others. Dr. Spock. Popularity with female Star Trek fans left Captain Kirk, William Shatner, feeling insecure. Leonard Nimoy's character earned the actor mountains of mail from lady Trekkies. Oh, that was it. That's the one. I mean, Captain Kirk was a good looking one, but he was a bit fucking cheesy, wasn't he? And Dr. Spock, he had the look, didn't he? It's like Batman. He's got like something different. And Dr. Spock's got the ears and got the hairstyle and got like, he was pretty fucking tidy, wasn't he? He looked like he was wearing a fucking fitted suit in his gear. A Star Trek version of a fitted suit. So yeah, I could imagine, I could see the women would be like, yeah, I fancy that. Pointy ears, something fucking different. So when the aliens come down here, fucking they're going to be, be like when the Americans come over in World War Two. They were fucking banging everybody with all the service members off to work, off to war. The Americans were here stationed and picking up a lady or two. Well, that's when the aliens are going to come down. They're going to start picking off people. They're going to come down with their funky ears and their 3 eyes and their 2 fucking dicks and whatever else. And they're going to be like, flashing their snake-like tongue at the ladies. And they'll probably dance like you've never seen anybody dance. And it's going to get everybody going. In fact, it's turning me on as I'm saying it. But yeah, but yeah, I think the ears. Imagine that, and then your ladies had a little like fling with some alien, and then when your baby is due, he pops out and he's got pointy ears and a fucking mad Manchester haircut like Dr. Spock's. You'd be like, hang on a minute, that definitely doesn't look like me. And what's with the fucking touching my neck and knocking me out? And he picked him up, he was crying, and he fucking knocked me out. Anyway, let's move off that. I've milked the old Dr. Spock joke, but I like Dr. Spock. I hope they make another Star Trek. I don't mind the new one, the new films. I'm not too keen on the old series. They drag on too much, too many, and there's too many fucking too many dweeb mad fans of it who know everybody and like go and meet them at the conventions and pay £300. It's good if you're one of the actors. Pay £300 a pop for your signature. What's it called? Oh, I've already done that one. A man got a big fright after he found a 4-foot corn snake named Tango climbing a bedside table in his house. Good job he doesn't keep a knife at the side of his bed, otherwise that would be a fucking the last tango in paradise for that fucking snake, because he would have had his head chopped off. Imagine that, waking up and there's a snake right. See, I've just told you somebody hissing at you, but that'd be an alien. But this is going to be a snake at the side of your bed. That's going to fucking put the frighteners on you. I don't think you'll be sleeping with the lights off again. That's the monster under the bed. And it's your next door neighbour's and it's a snake called Tango. These snakes keep getting out. Anybody that's got a snake, don't ever move in near me. I don't want your escaped snake swallowing me whole and me thinking I'm in a nice warm sleeping bag until all of a sudden I can't breathe and it's fucking swallowing, and I can just see out the top of its mouth as my head's the last thing to be swallowed. No, I don't want that, please. I'd rather keep my body and keep my head. I've got things to do. I'm not finished in this world. Anyway, I'm going to do one more, I think. Oh, by the way, Star Trek actor George Takei, who played Mr. Sulu, he was glad to take the role because he said it was. He said he could end the stereotype that Asians were bad behind the wheel. Asians aren't bad behind the wheel. Asians are terrible behind the wheel. Asians are they are in Asia. Anyway, have you ever been on the back of a fucking tuk-tuk in Thailand? Believe me, that's another time when I thought that my life might come to an end. And also when I was on a bus going from one part of Thailand to another, 12-hour trip overnight, and the bus driver kept falling asleep while I was driving at 80 mile an hour. That's another time when I thought that my life was going to come to an end. Luckily, I've survived those scrapes, but it's good. Mr. Sulu was a good character. He's good actually. What's he called in real life? Mr. George Takei. If you follow him, he says some right funny shit on social media. He nails coffins in people. Puts the nail in people's coffins, should I say, when he's taking the piss out of people like Donald Trump and stuff. Anyway, you should check him out. So Dr. Sulu, sorry, but Asians are terrible drivers in Asia. They might be good over here, but fucking also they're a lot of fun. If you're pissed, that's all the fun of the fair when there's 5 of you swinging, holding on for dear life on the back of a tuk-tuk. That is all the fun of the fair, but not if you're on your own and you're travelling alone and you got no travel insurance and you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know where you are. Banged my head loads of times, so you might end up in hospital. and that's going to cost you a fortune to get back. I know somebody who's had the appendix over there, and that was thousands and thousands of pounds. Right. Anyway, I'm going to leave you there. Hopefully you've enjoyed it, and I'll do another one tomorrow. See you later for now. Bye.